I think we'll start. Our plan was today to practice, to have a practice for the oral Bagrut. And it's a bit tricky to do it online because it's something that we have to speak face to face, right? But okay, but as we are only two, I'll do as planned so that Karin, you can see a new tool. It's a tool. I'll show you a tool that we can record, and Eitam will follow us. So we'll practice with Eitam. Okay, Eitam, you're in the 10th grade. So where are you from, Eitam? Can you write in the chat? Eitam, if you hear me, you can write in the chat, or you can click on yes on the tick on the green thing that is on the top next to the hand. You're from Shoham. Okay, great. Okay. So these were rules. If you wanted to talk, assuming that there were many people, you could raise your hand and close the microphone when you're not speaking. Okay, so Karin, if you're not speaking, please close your microphone. Great, thanks. The plan, what we are going to do today, we'll go over the oral Bagrut questions. You will record yourself. I'll show you a tool to record yourself. You'll share your recording in a Google Doc that I've prepared. So these are just general rules for the oral Bagrut, for the students, that they have to relax, they have to smile, they have to speak politely, and use excuse me, and keep an eye contact. So we'll just go ahead. And what's the oral test? It has two parts. The first part is general interview, 5 minutes, in which we ask questions. The tester asks general questions. And in the second part, the student presents his topic and answers questions about his project. He talks about his project and answers questions. Present the project, explains why he chose that project, who he worked with, etc. We'll look at the questions in a minute. And now I'll share with you a tool that I'll show you how you can record yourself, and then I'll show you the Google Doc that you can paste the link. You'll record yourself, copy the link of the recording into a Google Doc. So now I'll go straight to a tool called Vocaroo. How do I get to Vocaroo? You see the Google? Do you see the Google now? I shared with you. I go to Google. Can you hear me now?
כן, סיגלית, שומעים, זה בסדר.
Great. So I write in Google Vocaroo, which is my tool. The first link that comes up, I click on it, and I can click on record. Once I click on to record, it will ask me to allow my microphone and camera, and I'll click on allow. And from now on, I'm actually being recorded. The computer is recording me. I can click to stop, and I can listen to the recording. And from now on, I'm actually being recorded. So if I'm happy with my recording, I click here to save, then I'll get a link. So you see here, this is my link. It's a link with my recording, which I can then just copy and paste anywhere else. I can embed it in my blog, I can send it by email, I can send it to one of the social networks. If I'm not happy I can delete the link, but if I just want to show you now what I'll do, I will go now to my document, which I'll share in a second, and then I will want you to paste the link. But before that, I will give you, first of all, I would like you to try and do it on your own. Record in Vocaroo, and after you record something in Vocaroo, I would like you to copy it and paste it in the chat, okay? Paste it in the chat, and then we'll go to the Google Doc. So what you do is you go to Vocaroo. I'll share with you in the chat. You go to Google and you write VOCAROO. You have in the chat the link. Eitam, is this test an individual test or in front of the class? Okay. The Bagrut, the oral Bagrut, is an individual test, but you can practice in front of the class. You can practice with your friends. You can practice one-on-one with your teacher, but the oral Bagrut is with a tester, and it depends if you do 4 or 5 points is with an external tester, a different teacher from a teacher from another school. I see Adele. Thank you, Adele. I see that you recorded, that you pasted your link. Eitam, can you try and record yourself? And Karin, are you there? Karin and Eitam? Try to record yourself and paste. I will try. Okay, Eitam, we'll wait. In the meantime, if you need me to show you again, I'll show you again how to record yourself, but I'll share with you the Google Doc. And in the Google Doc, you have the instructions how to record in Hebrew, just in case. You are not so good in what? In speaking? So that's the point. The point is to try and practice. Great, Karin. I see Karin. Karin also pasted her recording here. Okay, great. So I'll wait for you, Eitan. In the meantime, I shared the Google Doc. At the end of this document, you have questions. I'll just scroll right till the end. I'll show you that we have all sorts of sentences and questions that can help you with the tools parts of the oral Bagrut. The first part is the general interview.
סיגלית, we don't see it scrolling. We see it, we can each scroll ourselves, but we don't see you scrolling it.
So what do you see? You just see the beginning?
I see the top of it unless I scroll it myself. So you can tell us where to scroll to, what page to scroll to.
או לחלופין לעשות שיתוף מסך.
מה אמרת, רות?
שאם את רוצה שיראו בדיוק את הדברים שאת עוברת עליהם,
אז לעשות שיתוף מסך.
אז תעשי שיתוף מסך, כן.
אוקיי, בסדר.
But then, אבל אז אנחנו לא נוכל להדביק אם היא עושה שיתוף מסך.
אפשר לתת לכם את הקישור לגוגל דוקס בצ'אט, ואז תיכנסו דרך הצ'אט. דרך כאילו להעתיק אותו.
אבל שנייה, כשאני עשיתי את הפרקטיס, היה אחד מהסשנים שכן עשו שיתוף מסך, בשare, זה היה ב-add content?
שיתוף מסך זה
ב-add content.
לא,
ב-add content URL, ואז כולם יכלו גם, אני אנסה, ואז נראה אם נצליח גם לכתוב בפנים.
לא, כרגע מה שאת רואה זה שיתוף של URL, אבל הגלישה ב-URL היא עצמאית, ובגלל זה כשאת גוללת למטה אז לא רואים.
אז פשוט, so under the table, under the yellow, where it's highlighted in yellow, when that ends, Adele, Karin and Eitam, there are sentences that can help you. The first part, the interview, is 40% of the oral Bagrut, and you just have like a few sentences there that you can fill in according to what suits you, what's relevant to you. And 22 questions that could be asked. Just a suggestion. Of course, there are many others, and the second part is the project. Suggestions of questions, sentences. You can just scroll down and have a look. It's right under the table.
I can type in it, but then I can't delete what I've typed.
Okay. Yeah, that we had a problem. So that's something that Ruth maybe, I don't know, she said.
Okay, never mind.
Never mind. It shouldn't
doing
be,
it in
it shouldn't
4.
be like that. Yeah, you should be able to delete. So Ruth shared the. Okay, Adele, if you want also to delete. So you can copy the link from the chat. Okay, Karin and Eitam, can I continue? Yes, okay. So the first part is the interview, and we have here suggested questions. You see number 1. Can you tell me something about yourself, your name, where you live, your neighborhood, or how do you get to school? How long does it take you? I see the case that should be taken off, but I can't delete right now. How many brothers and sisters do you have? What is your major? 5-point subject. What do you study in school? What do you like to do in your free time or after school? What are your hobbies? What are you going to do after high school? What are your plans for the future? All these questions and many others are part of the general interview. And you should be fluent when you answer them. You don't have to say the truth because nobody knows if you are telling the truth or not. The main idea is that you talk fluently and that you talk in English without mistakes, correctly, as much as possible. Eitam, I understand that you tried to record but you didn't succeed. Okay, so you'll try after the session. The second part of the project, so the idea was that you record, that you choose 2 questions from the first part and that you record yourself and that you paste the links here to the relevant questions. Where should you paste? In the table, right under the questions. The idea was that you write your name and under part 1, the number of question, you write the number of question and the link. Now, does anybody want to do that, to paste something? And the second part is about the project. The project, you have to be able to present your project, answer the question what your project is about, how did you do your project? Did you do it alone or in a group? What are the main points that are covered in your project, and what's the part that you like the best? Why? Would you recommend the project to a friend, to others? What was the most difficult part of doing your project, and how did you overcome it? What else would you like to know about the topic that you haven't managed to learn? What new words and expressions in English did you learn, and what they mean? And probably Adele can think of other questions, but these are the main questions that could be asked about your project. So if anybody wants to try the Vocaroo and paste a link in the table here under the questions, that will be great. Karin and Eitam, any questions? Are you with me? Click on the smiley if you're with me, or on the, okay, I see you're with me. Our time is almost up. So do you have any questions? You want to talk to me? I see. Eitam will try again. Okay. Karin, you teach for Bagrut? Do you teach for the oral Bagrut?
סיגלית, I'm not sure you can hear me, so I'm just trying to write something.
Yes, I can hear you. You can go.
Great. Okay, so yes, I'm a 12th graders teacher. They are just about to pass the oral exam in a couple of weeks, so it's very, very, very relevant for me. Anyway, they're not here.
So
they didn't join.
They didn't join.
Unfortunately, I asked them to.
You asked them, okay. What you can use this tool and the questions, and they can record themselves, and you can just listen to their recordings and give them feedback. And you can give them feedback also if you want to, by recording yourself.
And you can have other students give
or other students.
Yes, this is a great tip.
Absolutely. If you have good students that can give tips to others, it's great.
Yes,
or they can ask each other questions.
Absolutely, they can. It's a great tool for any oral activity.
Indeed, yes. Sure.
Or even if they write a composition and you want to explain something and you don't want to write, any kind of feedback that you want to give, you can just use this tool.
Great.
Not just for the oral Bagrut, for anything else that you can think about. Hey, Tam, how are you doing? Your microphone is not working, I understand? Okay, so I think time is up. His sound is bad, look. You have a problem with your microphone? Okay. I understand. I hope that you managed to understand what the oral Bagrut is. And if you scroll down, then you can see the questions. And Eitam has a recording for us. Great. Yes, I will listen. I'm going to listen to it now, in fact.
Can we play it on the recording?
Yes,
on the Centra?
I'll try, but I have a problem copying from the chat. It's so funny. I can't copy it from the chat.
אדל, את רוצה לעשות אולי עד שיתוף מסך, ואז לנסות להפעיל את זה דרך המחשב שלך?
I copied it סיגלית.
Yeah.
I copied it for you, above where it says number 1.
Above where it says number 1?
Yeah.
In the table?
Yeah. Above the table I put it.
Yes, I see. I see. I hope I'll be able to copy it from there. Yes, I can copy it from here. Okay. Great. Thank you, Adele. But it's I got something else, Adele.
No, it's it. I just listened to him. But he's right. His mic isn't good.
Eitan is right. The quality is really bad. There isn't much to let you hear here to listen. I mean, it's too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well done, Eitan, for trying, and well done, סיגלית, for this great idea.
Well done, Eitan, for trying, and buy a new mic and try next time, okay? Yes, can I ask something? Yes, you can. What would you like to ask? Eitan, what would you like to ask? You can write in the chat. If I make more of these classes, maybe, I'll have to think about it. If you can organize groups of students, you can be in touch with me via email. Okay, I'll show you my email. This is my email. You see my email? And if you can organize people that are interested, we can think about either me or somebody else. Okay, Eitan? Adele, you put something on YouTube?
I put a YouTube that I made about getting ready for the oral Bagrut as a present to Eitan. So Eitan, if you grab that link on the bottom,
great.
When the lesson's over, you can watch it. And
great.
It gives you tips on getting ready for the oral Bagrut.
Great.
Or I can show it here.
Yeah, show it here. Why not?
Can I show it here?
Yeah. I can't copy it from the chat though. I would have shown it. So
אני אשים את זה שנייה. וכל אחד בזמנו החופשי לחץ על פליי.
Beautiful, Adele. Beautiful. And Eitam, there is the list of questions are in the Google Doc that we shared. So you can practice those questions. Adele, thank you again for showing us the Powtoon. So we'll just say goodbye, and Adele, I'll be with you in Twitter.
Yeah, come join me. Eitam, you can join me in Twitter also. At 6 o'clock, I'm giving a lesson on how to use Twitter and why it's important.
Maybe Eitam is using it already.
Oh, who's Mia? Mia, all of a sudden somebody joined us.
Somebody joined us, so let's tell her to come to Twitter.
Come tweet with us.
תודה רות על הקישור.
I'm getting out of, what?
השיעור שלנו, השיעור של טוויטר בכיתה 3. Right, Adele?
Yeah, hang on. I'll put the link here.
Put the link here so people can get it.
סיגלית, can you send please the link to this YouTube movie we just saw?
Can you copy it right now from the chat?
I just put the link to room 3, and underneath is the chat, the link to my Powtoon. And I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna go get ready for mine. Bye.
Sure, Adele. Bye. Karin, can you copy the link from the chat?
Yes, I can see it now. Thank you. Thank you
very much, Sigalit. If you copy it, then you don't need me to send you anything.
Yeah, I can see it. Ruth, I think it's Ruth. Yes, Ruth has just posted it.
Yes, she posted the YouTube. Okay, you have the YouTube, okay. And if you want to join Adele tweeting, then she put room 3. That's also, it's available for you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. תודה רות. תודה שלומי.